But I do want to get into something. I watched a movie this week with my son, and it was really, really good. It hasn't made it's flopped in the theaters, but I really, really liked it.
I heard it didn't. I heard it was already like within like the first day, it was already halfway to.
First day, it made like 15 million.
Okay,
which is not good.
I thought it was more than that.
No.
Okay.
But I went out and I saw Tron Ares.
Okay.
I am not a Jared Leto fan, but he killed it in this movie. Jared Leto was he was the best part of this entire movie. He did a phenomenal job, and it pains me to say that. You have Jared Leto through all these things, and you see him for this blip of a moment in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that the very end during the nightmares, the dream sequence.
Sure.
And you're like, oh wow, Jared Leto did a really good job, as they kind of gave him a slightly better feel on what the Joker was like. This though, he plays a program called Ares, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing. There is a nice surprise in this movie. There's a very nice surprise in this movie. But because at the end, have you seen the last Tron movie, Tron Legacy, Will?
Yes, a long time ago when it first came out. Never watched it. When it first comes out, not a Tron guy, so
yeah. Well, the main character Sam Flynn brings out this program, the girl who plays on House, but she's what they call an ISO, so she's something different. But she somehow survives.
Is the same actor who plays the son?
Has nothing to. No, they're not in the movie.
Oh,
this is 10 years later, so they actually.
So there's another son?
No,
I thought you said Sam Flynn
in Tron Legacy.
Yes,
the last movie.
Yes. Oh, okay, gotcha.
He comes out.
So the girl from House? You mean the girl from Her?
The girl from House.
The girl from Her.
No.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Who also played in House.
Yes. Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde is the main female actress, and
she's in a lot more than House. But yeah, okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, which girl from House?
She comes out of the grid at the end of that movie. Well, this movie is all about taking not just what they call ISOs, which is like an ISO in Tron was like Matrix Neo in the Matrix, like they were special. But in this movie, it's all about getting programs to last outside in the real world. So they're taking what happens in the Tron world, in the grid, and the digital world, and they're bringing digital life, AI, into real life. The action sequences, the fighting, all of it, the feel. We saw it in the D box, which is like not 3D, but it's not like the speakers are right here on your seats, and some of the seats move if you get the right seats. But
would you say that there's action in this movie?
There's a ton of action. This movie is top to bottom, from beginning to end. It's nonstop. This movie,
I don't know what I'm getting into.
I know what you're getting into.
No, I just want to make sure when I go see it, I know what I'm getting myself into.
This is, I think it's leaps and bounds better than the second movie. Reason being is Jeff Bridges is in it for about 3 minutes,
just to establish,
just to connect all three movies together.
Yeah.
But there's a sequence in this movie that the scene, it's so amazing. It happened, and I went, oh, I could not believe it. Was fantastic. It was. I don't want to give it away, because I know Lee will appreciate it 100%.
Now, when did you first see Tron, Chuck?
The original?
Yes,
back in the 90s.
Okay, like what do you like? Early 90s, mid late 90s. Okay. How about you, Will? When did you first see Tron? Was it after Homer Simpson referenced it in the Treehouse of Horror?
Probably.
Yeah, same here.
So
I didn't see
mid
Tron
to late
until
90s.
Maybe like
I want to say mid to late 90s. I saw the movie.
Okay, I'm thinking for me it was probably when I was at Blockbuster still, so probably like 06 is when I first saw Tron.
So just before, like years before the new one came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't anything I grew up with, so it's like Tron, like it's an interesting movie, but it doesn't hit what I need in a movie. So I'm interested in the concept. I think it's great. And I think that Ares probably has some really cool stuff to it. And I think that might be another reason why you're all over it and you love it. Because you love the first two because you grew up a little bit with it, and then you had the next one that came out. So I think it's like a really hyped up.
Oh, I played the game.
Yeah.
Because it was legit. Cycles. It was a legit game. But the cool thing is,
I kind of feel the same way about, like, sorry to cut you off. I kind of feel the same way about like Mad Max movies. Like, the originals are so over my head that, you know, the new one that came out was good. I just don't have the love for it that original Mad Max fans have. I don't see it. I feel the same way about Tron. The original, the legacy, like, okay, they're to me they're just movies.
Yeah, they to me they're just movies too. I'm not like attached to them like in any way, but
sure.
This what I appreciate is what even Tron Legacy back. I think it came out in 2015, 16, somewhere in that time frame.
Yeah,
I think it was. Yeah,
I think it was around the time my daughter was born.
Yeah, because it's about 10 years old now. I think. You want to take a quick?
Yeah. Keep
look?
going.
But
Tron Legacy came out in 2010.
Oh wow!
Was it 2010?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
2010.
So it's 15 years, which is why there's no connection to the characters in that. It's a big enough distance where there's a big enough time frame where they can bring in new characters and do all this stuff.
Yeah. So Tron 82, Tron Legacy 2010, big jump.
Yeah.
And then 15 years that we got. Now Tron Ares, I mean, this has been in the works for at least 5 years. I mean, they've been talking about this for a long time, even having the casting already done. So this has been a long time coming.
One of the things I appreciate with this movie and with even what they did in Tron Legacy is the special effects don't look like special effects. The story is there. They don't give up on the story. The story is good. The acting is good. And the special effects are good. It's a well-rounded film overall.
Okay, I thought I saw Gillian Anderson in
there. She's the
and Cameron Monaghan. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Evan Peters, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Evan Peters is one of the mains.
Yeah. Quicksilver. Just Ralph.
He has a good job. He has a good job in this movie as well too. But I will say, Jared Leto, he tapped into something different than he usually taps into.
He went full method acting in here. Like he was like super intimidating on set.
I can imagine when
he was like, he told everybody like, you need to call me Ares the entire time. And I guess Jeff Bridges was like, you know, being the dude. He's just like, yeah, whatever, you can say whatever he wants, but I kind of created this world. I can do whatever I want. So he's like, hey, what's up, Air? You know, that's just being all dudish about it.
That's the thing, though, is when you watch this, you feel that. You're like, whoa, like, this is nothing like he's ever played before. He did a really, really good job.
Yeah, but Jared Leto's he's a pretty halfway decent method actor when he actually wants to do it.
He is. If it's a good enough story, I think that's the thing is like his characters that he plays, he himself is always a great character. It's just the way that they write the character. You know, he's doing what he's told.
The blind creep genius in Blade Runner. He was fantastic at that.
He was fantastic. I mean, the movie itself wasn't.
He was fantastic as the junkie in Requiem for a Dream. He was fantastic as like.
He was in Requiem for a Dream.
Absolutely, he was like the main junkie. That. Yes,
he's the
main guy.
I need to rewatch that movie.
He's the main guy.
Forever.
For as little as a role as it was, he was fantastic in American Psycho. I don't know if either one of you have ever seen the movie, but he's fantastic in Dallas Buyers Club. And even if we don't like his portrayal of Joker, he was a fantastic Joker. Like, we might not like it, but like for him, the method in him came out when he was playing that role. We might not like it, but it was still, you have to, hats off to him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he hit the role that he was casted for, he hit.
Sure.
It's just in Suicide Squad, it just wasn't a good movie.
No, it
Even
wasn't.
Morbius, same thing. Morbius was a big slap in the face to cinema.
I think that's the thing, though, is I think the reason why we have a hard time with Jared Leto is, again, not because of his acting, but because of the movies he says yes to.
Right.
This was a good choice. This was a very, very, very good choice. And there's a reason why he's top bill. And he does a really good job. And I was I was like, huh. And I brought my son, he's 6, but this movie, I think there is one swear word, and the whole reason why it's PG-13 is solely because of just the intense amount of action that has in it. But it was, I was like, wow, I'm surprised this movie did not get more publicity that it got, and it didn't become bigger than what it really. I think it deserves more than what it got. But I think that's the thing, though, is the only part. I don't look at Tron 82, Tron Legacy, and Tron Ares as a trilogy. I think what they're doing is they're doing Tron Legacy, Tron Ares, and they set it up for a third movie.
Yeah.
And Tron Original 82 is just a movie all into its own.
Yeah, so it's like Tron 82 kind of built the original world, made the environment for you, and then they're making this series of movies that are based in that environment.
Because they did set it up for another movie.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's Disney, so of course Disney's not going to be like, hey, let's just make this movie and then never touch it again.
Well, I mean,
which they should try. Disney, if Disney ever listens,
they had tons of movies that were done, but then they're like, hey, let's make it quote unquote live action. Let's make a live action Jungle Book. No, you can't. A live action Lion King. Again, you can't. And people refer to it as the live action. It's like, no, it's not live action.
Well, even Netflix
There's nothing
a live action. They called it Mowgli.
Oh, I remember that. Well, I mean, they had the Jungle Book. They made a live action Jungle Book movie where they actually did have an actor. Wasn't it like Liu Kang? No, it wasn't Liu Kang. It was the other guy, the one who played Bruce Lee in that Bruce Lee movie. Anyway, I think that's the thing is like we're looking at this and it's like it's a Disney movie. So I think people are really hesitant with what Disney's been putting out lately. It's Jared Leto, and people are really hesitant about Jared Leto because of the past few flops that he's been in. You know, Morbius, and even just his portrayal of Joker. So I think if somebody else was cast as the lead, more people would have bought tickets to go see it.
Probably.
But, and that's why I hate box office. When we're talking box office numbers, I'm like, why do we even look at those numbers? Because that means the only reason why it's good. But the only reason why a box office would be a high number is if everybody went to their friends and said, this movie was the best movie I've ever seen, go get tickets now. That's the only reason. Otherwise, people are going to go see a movie anyway just because it looks great. If the movie looks good and it's not a good movie, you're still going to have a ton of people going to the theater that first week to see it for themselves, and it's still going to be the same amount of numbers.
In the movie that we're going to be discussing tonight, without talking about the movie, we're going to get into why box office is important. Because sometimes you have a movie that's fantastic that flops in the box office, but it gains an amazing like cult following afterwards because of cable, because of
word
DVD,
of
because of Netflix, because of word of mouth afterwards. That's why box office is so important. So if you want to see more movies, you have to go see it in the theater. You have to let studios know, hey, we're plopping our money down to see this thing in the theater. Make more of this. If you don't have that, then you have nothing.
I get that. It's just I feel like when you go to see a movie, what they're up at 33.5 million right now, right?
138 million globally and 54.5 million in the U.S.
That just made a big jump then within 10 minutes. They must have just reported it then. But yeah, I think I get it. I just feel like we shouldn't be rating movies based off of like how many people went to the theater the first weekend. I think it's just a dumb rating system. Watch the actual movie and then figure out if it's good. If you had this movie filled with all of the people that made the Avengers great, you know, more people would then go see it in the theater. It doesn't mean it's a good movie. It just means that more people were on the bill. That's it. So I just don't see how that's a good rating system. I don't know if you're going to convince me. We've had this talk before. I just don't get it.
Well, that's the thing is, I think that there are, to Will's point, I think that there are movies that, you know, should not get the ratings that they get, but because the general population they're not rating it based on what makes a good movie. They're rating it on like how it made them feel, you know, versus, you know, we'll look at a movie that in the box office would have flopped, but overall we think it's a fantastic movie.
Passion in the Desert
was
absolutely
fantastic. Yeah.
Passion in the Desert is a great example of this.
It's a great example of this.
Yeah.
You know, Room, you know, another great example of this.
How much did that make in theaters?
$1,500. I've never heard of a movie make $1,500 in the theater.
Well, get ready because Shama's coming out soon.
That's not going into theaters.
No, not a theater. Maybe someday. We'll see.
I'm just saying that if you want more movies, if you want more originality, or even if you want more just like regular schmegula movie, whatever, people have to go see it. People have to put money down to go see it, and that's what people are going to rate it off. The people that matter. The people that matter are going to look at the numbers. We're not necessarily, but the people that matter, the people who are worried about putting the butts in the seats, the producers and the people who are worried about the money behind the scenes, that's what they're looking at. They could care less about what the movie did in streaming. They could care less about what the movie does when you pick it up on Amazon or wherever it is you're going to buy it, or even back in the day when you bought it on DVD. What did this movie do in the theater? That's all they care about, because that's where they're making their bread and butter. That's it.
And here's the thing, is it's actually usually IMDb usually tells us what the budget is for this movie, and it's
probably too early. The movie just came out. It's probably a little bit too early to find that information.
What for the budget though? The budget's what they put into it. So it looks like $180 million.
$180 million to make this movie.
Yeah, not including additional significant amount for marketing, but yeah.
Well, then there you go. And that's another thing too, marketing. Like, how well was this movie marketed?
I mean, it's been marketed for years. I don't know.
It's
hard
been
for me to
rumored
tell
for
what's actually been
years.
marketed.
I'm talking about what was the marketing for the months leading
well.
up to its release in the theater.
I don't think it was done that well.
Exactly. You can talk about, this movie's been rumored for years. Yeah, we know that. We're geeks about this kind of thing. We know that this movie has been rumored. We know this movie has been in production for years. The general audience, the person scrolling away on TikTok and Instagram, they have no idea about that this movie exists. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen advertisements or trailers for it anywhere. It hasn't come across my radar, and I'm plugged into that kind of thing. That's what I mean. Like, what was the marketing like? How much money did the marketing department put behind pushing this thing so that everybody saw it?
I think that they went, it's Disney. They don't have to do that much.
Maybe.
But that kind of flopped, and
it's possible. Went against them. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps.
But was it good? You said the movie was good.
Yeah, it's really good. I thought it was really, really good. Out of the three, here's the thing though, it's three movies in the same universe that have been going on now for 42 years, 43 years. There is something to be said about that.
Sure.
But I think the biggest shock for me was just Jared Leto. Jared Leto did a great job. And there's a shift in his character that happens about halfway through the movie. And you're like, and you actively see the shift. And he does a good job. And it's not jarring. It doesn't throw you off. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, and we've done this before. We're like, okay, who else could have played this part? I honestly don't think anyone else could have played this part as well as Jared Leto did.
Okay.
I think he was the right fit for this role. And I think they casted him really, really well. And I wouldn't put anybody else in the role that he played, because it was spot on, and
that's something else to be said too for a lot of different actors. Like, we'll say a lot of actors are really good at what they do, but they just make poor decisions in the movies that they choose to be in. I think Jared Leto is definitely one of those people, especially when you look like over his career. He's chosen some wild roles to be a part of that really didn't go anywhere, and I, for the life of me, can't understand why. I feel the same way for like a Jim Carrey. Like, Jim Carrey is a phenomenal actor, but when you look at his career, it's like, why did you do Bruce Almighty? Why did you do that penguin thing? Why?
The penguin thing?
Oh, Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Mr. Popper's, whatever it was.
It was a fun movie.
Why did you do number 23? What
what
was going on with you during this time where you picked some of these roles to be in, sir? I question that.
Remember when he just left everything so he can paint? I mean, that was shortly after he did all those things. So, I mean,
sure, but I'm still asking the question. Like,
I mean,
what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I think like with the Jared Leto, when he picked up like the Joker role, I don't think that he knew what he was getting himself into for a movie. I think it was like, oh,
No, I think he
I
knew.
could do this.
I think he knew what he was getting himself into.
As the character, yes,
Sure.
but in the movie itself, I don't think he was expecting the movie to come out the way that it came out.
Maybe not.
I don't think actors expect that.
What I don't know if I buy that. What are you realistically expecting when they put you in a movie as the Joker and they give you a grill? What do you think you're making? You cannot think anything good. At that point, you have to be like, okay, all right, I see what this is. You're giving me a grill, okay. And the tattoos and the face and the
tattoos in the face were fine.
And wasn't he barely in that movie anyway?
It doesn't matter. He was in it enough.
I remember it just being weird. Like he pops in and I'm watching it like, what is this weird fever dream?
Margot Robbie was the best part of that movie.
Of course. But Jared Leto was in that.
Good.
Jared Leto was in that movie enough that there was a stink afterwards, like attached to his name. That's the damage is done.
Leto because of Will Smith. Will Smith.
Oh, you wanted them deaf.
Will Smith didn't come away with that clean in that movie.
Will Smith can come away clean whatever he does. Will Smith has FU money and he can do whatever he wants. Jared Leto, not so much.
Chris Rock in the face.
Exactly. Will Smith can get on stage and slap Chris Rock across the face and then walk onto set for another $1 billion movie because he can. Jared Leto doesn't have that.
He was kicked out of a lot of circles.
He's still like within a year was on set of another movie, and then the Bad Boys thing is happening on over, and it's like, well, okay, I guess we're just we're moving on. Like that's what I mean. Like there was no stink. There was no stink on Will Smith after Suicide Squad. That wasn't there.
Sorry,
not like for Jared Leto.
I think Will Smith got poo-pooed on that for that movie more than Jared Leto did.
No,
because
he didn't.
that was shortly after he did Hancock, which was also awful.
Hancock was interesting.
Hancock was not that bad. Hancock was a good movie.
No. In what way was it a good movie?
Adding to the list.
Hancock was. Are you serious?
To the list.
A drunken superhero? Come on.
It's kind of a cool story.
It's a really cool story.
That goes absolutely nowhere.
It does go somewhere. He finds closure and he puts the heart on the moon and everything, and he like finds himself at the end of it. It's a really feel good story about a drunken superhero that finds closure and he can like get close to people and he finds friends and everything. And then he puts
Batman. I mean Bateman.
And then he puts a giant heart on the moon and like it's closure. It's a great feel good movie. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying that something is a feel-good movie. I'm usually the guy that hates this kind of thing.
I'm really surprised you're supporting Hancock.
Of course I would support Hancock. Come on.
Oh, boy.
It's not like... No, you know what was a bad Will Smith movie? Hitch. Hitch was a bad Will Smith movie.
Okay, shut it.
He loves Hitch.
Really? Oh, my God.
Better than Hancock.
It's just like, Hitch was a national treasure. You shut your mouth.
I did like Hitch. I did like Hitch a lot.
Of course.
John Arbuckle, 2. John Arbuckle, 0.